Have you ever wondered why some people seem to attract wealth effortlessly while others struggle their entire lives despite working just as hard, maybe even harder? That question haunted Wallace D. Wattles, the author of The Science of Getting Rich, more than a century ago. And in 1910, he wrote a small, humble book that would later inspire generations of thinkers, including Rhonda Byrne, the creator of The Secret. But unlike mystical self-help books, Wattles' message is simple, direct, and deeply practical. He says, getting rich is not a matter of luck, talent, or inheritance. It is a science, a law, just like gravity, and anyone who applies it with faith and persistence can achieve wealth. Let's explore what that really means. 1. Wealth is created by thinking in a certain way. Wattles begins with a radical idea. There is a formless substance, a universal intelligence that fills the universe. Everything that exists, every house, every tree, every invention, began first as a thought in someone's mind. So if thought can create things, then wealth starts in the same place, in your mind. He says, there is a thinking stuff from which all things are made, and which, in its original state, permeates, penetrates, and fills the interspaces of the universe. To get rich, you must learn to think creatively, not competitively. That means instead of fighting for limited resources, you focus on expanding possibilities, on creating value. Think of Henry Ford. He didn't become rich by competing with horse sellers. He imagined a world where every family could own a car. That's creative thought in action. 2. Desire and faith, the seeds of creation. Everything begins with a clear desire, not a wish, not a vague hope, but a definite burning purpose backed by faith. Wattles insists that desire is divine. It's the creative force seeking to express itself through you. So you must decide exactly what you want. Not, I want to be rich someday, but I will earn $100,000 a year through my business, or I will create a life of financial freedom by serving others. Then comes faith, the unwavering belief that what you desire is already forming in the invisible world, ready to appear. He gives an analogy. Just like a seed planted in soil, your thought is a seed planted in the universal substance. You don't dig it up every day to check if it's growing. You water it with gratitude and act as if it's already happening. 3. Acting in a certain way. Wattles says, by thought, the thing you want is brought to you. By action, you receive it. This is one of the most misunderstood parts of his philosophy. You can't just sit and visualize, you must act. But not random, desperate action. He calls it efficient action. Efficient action means giving your best in every moment, doing today's work well, not half-heartedly. Because your present actions are the bridge between your desire and your reality. For example, imagine a woman who dreams of starting her own bakery. Instead of complaining about her current job at a cafe, she begins to treat each task, mixing dough, serving coffee, as if she already owned her bakery. That attitude of excellence transforms her environment, attracts new opportunities, and aligns her with her future. Wattles calls this acting from abundance, not from fear. 4. Gratitude, the magnet of wealth. If there's one emotional state that keeps the creative process alive, it's gratitude. Wattles says that gratitude connects your mind to the source of all wealth. When you're thankful for what you already have, you send a message to the universe that you trust its generosity, and that faith multiplies your blessings. Think about it. People who constantly complain about what's missing rarely attract more. But those who appreciate what they have, even if it's small, create a mental vibration of abundance. It's not just a spiritual idea. Even in neuroscience, gratitude shifts your brain toward a state of openness and possibility, helping you make better decisions and spot new opportunities. So gratitude isn't a moral duty. It's a tool, a magnetic field that draws success closer. 5. The right way of thinking, beyond competition. Wattles warns against the competitive mindset, believing that for you to win, someone else must lose. He says competition belongs to the past, to the world of scarcity. Creation belongs to the future, the world of expansion. He writes, "You must get rid of the thought of competition. You are to create, not to compete for what is already created." Let's make it practical. Suppose you're a freelancer, and there are hundreds of others offering the same service. The competitive thinker says, "I must lower my price to win clients." The creative thinker says, "How can I deliver something so unique, so valuable, that I create a new demand entirely?" That's the mindset shift, from fear to creation. That's the science of wealth in action. 6. Getting rich is for the sake of growth. Wattles insists that wanting to be rich is not greedy, it's natural, because life is about growth and expression. To live fully, you need money for travel, learning, helping others, creating beauty. He says the purpose of life is the advancement and unfoldment of life. And money is one of the tools that allow that to happen. But here's the key. You must see wealth not as the goal, but as the vehicle that lets you expand who you are. If you desire wealth only to dominate others, your energy contracts. But if you desire it to live more fully and help others do the same, your power multiplies. 7. The impression of increase. Wattles believed that every person you meet should leave your presence feeling increased, uplifted, expanded, better because of you. He called this the impression of increase. This principle is both ethical and practical. When people sense growth around you, in your words, energy, and actions, they naturally want to connect, buy from you, and collaborate with you. Imagine walking into a store where the owner treats you as if you're the most important customer they've ever met. You feel good, respected, and valued, and you return again. That's the impression of increase. This small habit builds massive wealth over time. 8. Hold the vision, act with faith. The final message of the book is simple but profound. Hold your vision steadily. Don't let appearances fool you. Even when your situation seems stagnant, you must keep acting as though success is already forming. Because doubt interrupts the process. It's like planting a seed and then tearing it out before it sprouts. So keep your mind fixed on the picture of what you want. Keep feeling grateful. Keep giving your best in every task. And the results will begin to mirror the clarity of your inner world. In the end, the true science of getting rich. The science Wattles describes isn't about get-rich-quick schemes. It's a disciplined way of thinking and acting based on gratitude, purpose, and creation. It's the same law that powered innovators, artists, and entrepreneurs across centuries. It's the mindset of people who build new worlds rather than compete for old ones. And maybe that's the real secret. You don't chase wealth, you grow into it by thinking richly, acting fully, and living gratefully. So as you reflect on these ideas tonight, ask yourself, am I thinking competitively or creatively? Am I acting from fear or faith? Because the answer to those questions will quietly determine not just how much money you make, but the kind of person you become.